move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. You like to move it.
Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of I Like to Move It, the Rulmeca podcast that explores the latest trends and innovations in the material handling world. I'm your host, Mr. R, and with me, as always, is the ever-insightful Alice.
Hi there. Thanks for tuning in. Today's episode is especially close to our hearts. We're diving into the importance of having a code of ethics. And guess what? It's been exactly a year since the Board of Rulmeca approved their code of ethics.
That's right, Alice. Time really flies. But before we get into our journey, let's break down why having a code of ethics is crucial for any organization. And just to be clear, we're not talking about your grandma's list of do's and don'ts.
Absolutely. Let's start with the basics. A code of ethics is essentially a set of principles that guide an organization's decisions and behavior. It's like having a moral compass for a business. Think of it as a company's superpower, but instead of flying or invisibility, it's trust and integrity.
Exactly. And it's not just about avoiding scandals or legal issues, although that's a pretty good bonus. It's about creating a culture where people actually want to work. I mean, who wouldn't want to work in a place where honesty is actually a policy, not just a poster in the break room?
Totally. Did you know, according to the Ethics and Compliance Initiative in 2022, companies with strong ethical cultures have 40% less misconduct compared to those without? That's like 40% fewer chances of dealing with office drama.
Wow, that's a significant difference. And speaking of trust, did you know that 88% of consumers are more likely to buy from companies that they believe have ethical business practices? That's from a 2022 report by the Edelman Trust Barometer. So basically, being ethical can make you the popular kid on the business playground.
Those are some compelling numbers, Mr. R. And it makes sense. When employees know that their company stands for something more than just profit, it boosts morale and loyalty. People want to feel proud of where they work. Plus, who doesn't love a company that makes you feel like a superhero, just for doing the right thing?
So true, Alice.
Look at companies like Patagonia. Their commitment to ethical practices and sustainability has not only earned them loyal customers, but also positioned them as a leader in corporate responsibility. They're basically the rock stars of the business world.
Exactly. And it's not just the big players. Small businesses can also reap the benefits. Take, for instance, a local coffee shop that sources fair trade beans and treats its employees well. These ethical choices resonate with customers who are increasingly aware of social issues. And let's face it, who doesn't love a feel-good latte?
Right, Mr. R. And it's not just about consumer perception. Investors are also paying attention. A 2023 survey by Deloitte found that 63% of investors consider a company's ethical behavior when making investment decisions. So, having a code of ethics is like having a magnet for money.
That's a huge shift. It's clear that ethics are becoming a non-negotiable part of business strategy. But let's not forget, a code of ethics isn't just a document. It needs to be lived and breathed by everyone in the organization. You can't just print it out, frame it, and call it a day.
Absolutely. It starts from the top. Leadership needs to model the behavior they expect from their teams. When leaders walk the talk, it sets the tone for the entire organization.
And it's about continuous improvement. Regular training and open discussions about ethics help keep it top of mind. Because let's be honest, ethics in real life can be tricky.
And speaking of application, let's not forget the role of accountability. There should be clear consequences for unethical behavior, and employees should feel empowered to speak up without fear of retaliation. It's like having a superhero hotline.
Exactly, Alice. A whistleblower protection policy is a must. It ensures that employees can report unethical behavior safely. In fact, a 2022 study by the Ethics Resource Center found that organizations with strong whistleblower protections have a 10% higher likelihood of detecting and addressing misconduct early. It's like having spidey senses for ethics.
Those are impressive stats, Mr. R.
But let's dive deeper into what makes a robust code of ethics. What are the essential elements that can't be missed?
Great question, Mr. R. A comprehensive code of ethics should include core values, clearly stated values that the company stands by, such as integrity, transparency, and respect. You know, the good stuff. Behavioral expectations, specific guidelines on how employees are expected to behave, both within the organization and externally with clients and partners. No ambiguity, just clarity. Compliance and legal standards. a commitment to adhere to all relevant laws and regulations. No one likes a rule breaker. Reporting mechanisms, clear instructions on how to report unethical behavior, and assurances of protection against retaliation. Think of it as the company's moral hotline. Accountability measures, defined consequences for unethical behavior to ensure everyone is held to the same standard. Because fairness rules.
And why is it so important to have a code of ethics?
A code of ethics is crucial because it builds trust. It assures stakeholders that the company operates with integrity. Enhances reputation. Companies known for their ethical practices attract customers, employees, and investors. Reduces risk. By preventing misconduct and ensuring compliance with laws, it minimizes legal and financial risks. Improves decision-making. It provides a clear framework for making difficult decisions, ensuring they align with the company's values.
And how do you integrate the code of ethics into the business?
It's all about embedding it into the company culture, training and education, regular sessions to educate employees about the code and how to apply it. Leadership example. Leaders must embody the code in their actions and decisions. Performance reviews. Include adherence to the code as a criterion in employee evaluations. Communication. Keep the code visible and top of mind through regular communications and reminders.
And what about the supply chain? How does a code of ethics impact that?
It has significant implications. Companies need to ensure that their suppliers also adhere to ethical standards. This means supplier audits, regular audits, to ensure compliance with ethical standards. Ethical sourcing, prioritizing suppliers who demonstrate strong ethical practices. Partnerships, building long-term relationships with suppliers who share the company's values.
Those are excellent points. Well, we've covered a lot today. From the benefits of a code of ethics to real-life examples and best practices, it's clear that having a code of ethics is not just a good idea, it's essential.
Absolutely. And for all our listeners out there, whether you're running a small business or part of a large corporation, remember that ethics is the foundation of trust, and trust is the cornerstone of success.
Well said, Alice. Thank you for your attention, and I look forward to seeing you next time to explore the most interesting new trends and developments in the materials handling world.
And on that note, we want to let you know that we'll be taking a break in August. But don't worry, we'll be back in September with more great content. Bye for now.
That's right, Alice. We're off to recharge our batteries, but we'll be back before you know it. We'll see you in September. Take care and keep being awesome.
I like to move it. I like to move it. I like to move it.